This is Russ Snyder, and I am the voice of the Tiffin University Dragons. Thank you for joining us today to chat all things TU in under 5 minutes. Our goal is to get you connected to all of the information you need about making a decision to come and be a part of Dragon Nation. Each episode, we will be joined by one person from the Dragon Nation family to help you in the admission process. Let's join our studio for today's guest.
Hi, my name is Amy Wood. I'm the Vice President for Enrollment Management at Tiffin University. And today with me, I have Julie Starkweather.
Hi, as Amy said, this is Julie Starkweather. I'm the Director of Student Accounts at Tiffin University.
I have Julie with me because she has gone through the college search process with 3 of her boys now. And so I'm bringing her here to talk from the parent perspective of what kind of advice she can give to other parents that are going through the college search process to help them along the way as well. Okay, Julie, what advice could you give other parents that are going through the college search process right now with their son or daughter?
I think there's a couple of things that I would strongly suggest that parents consider. The first is to visit colleges and their campuses. And when you do that, you might want to consider going back in maybe multiple visits. Maybe one visit with a group of people or one visit with you and your student, your son or daughter. And then make sure that when you are visiting your campus that you are going during the peak time. So you want to make sure that there are students on campus, that classes are in session, that students are eating in the dining hall. Maybe even consider going to the dining hall and having lunch because they're going to be living on campus and you want to make sure that what they're eating is something that they're enjoying. So that would be one thing that in particular I would strongly suggest that each student do.
What great advice. As you think back on what was important to your boys when they were going through the college search process, I'm sure your list of what was important to you was a little different than what was important to them. Do you mind talking a little bit about what might have been, how you handled those differences?
Sure. So one thing that was really important to me, obviously, as a parent is safety. So I want to make sure that the campus is safe. At Tiffin University, we have a campus security. That was important to me, what kind of services they offered there. I was also really interested in the academic services. So here on campus, we have the Murphy Academic Center where we have students who are there to help in tutoring forms and things like that. So those were the things that were really important to me. For my student, obviously, it was what major do they have? Is their major something that's important, something that fits into what that they would like to do eventually? And then, of course, also the feeling on campus. So is it someplace that they felt like they belonged? Was it home to them? So those are differences, but things that I wanted to look for myself and that they wanted to look for, that we kind of had to reconcile where the right place was.
Absolutely. The nice thing about Tiffin University is we offer several different kinds of ways to experience campus. So we have our individual visits that the student basically gets to pick and choose, and they can do this with their parent as well, what kind of experience they want to have on campus. So they get to decide who they want to meet with, if they want to meet with a professor or a coach or Tiffin Arts. And so that's really beneficial because they really get to control what that day looks like. And then we also have other open houses where there's an agenda that's always published, so the family and the student can see really what that day entails. And so that's really geared different depending what kind of an open house it is, whether that's an academic focused open house or just a general open house. So I do encourage as well families to experience multiple different days like those because they're going to get a different experience every time they're on campus. What great advice. Julie, thank you so much for being here with me today and providing a little bit of advice to other family members that are going through this experience. Obviously, those that are listening, if you have any questions about Tiffin University or the visit experience, you can always contact our undergraduate admissions office, and we're more than willing to answer any questions that you may have. And we look forward to seeing you on campus soon.
Thank you for listening to the TU podcast. Our hope is today's episode will help you in the admission process. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to our admission team at tiffin.edu.